Hello all, this is James Johnson, aka Sulfurblade, and I am here with a brand new game released, 2 days ago. Okay, OBS is giving me little issues here. Okay, so this is Strategic Minds Battle of the Pacific, which, I don't know, it kind of reminds me of like a Slytherin type hex-based game, except with a little more pizzazz put into it. Some cutscenes, some voice acting, some maybe nicer graphics, if you will. But honestly, from what I've seen of it, it seems a lot like a Slytherin game, to be honest. But with that being said, some of the pizzazz is how do I put this? Not that pizzazzy. So I like the effort. I like the cutscenes. I like that they've attempted to add more flavor to the game with the cutscenes and voice acting and character models. I think the character models are really well done. A lot of the cutscenes are really well done, but they do definitely have some issue with the voice acting. But you know what? At least it's an effort. Slytherin and hex-based games can be rather boring, and so I like that this has tried to step forward. We're gonna jump in and start a game here.
Following the treacherous and unexpected Japanese attack at Pearl Harbor on the morning of December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy, the U.S. territories in the Pacific began falling one by one to the Japanese invasion. As the U.S. struggles to bring together its naval forces in the Pacific and prepare retaliation, you have to take the role of Admiral Chester William Nimitz, newly appointed Commander-in-Chief of the U.S. Pacific Fleet. Your task is to bring together all the U.S. naval forces demoralized by a series of disgraceful defeats, strengthen them, heighten their spirits, and prepare to turn the tide of the Pacific War. By employing carefully considered strategy, shrewd tactical moves, providing your forces with the newest and most up-to-date equipment, and exploiting enemy weaknesses, you have to retake all territories seized by the Empire of Japan in the Pacific, and then invade their homeland. The whole world needs to be made aware of what happens when one dares to attack the United States.
Okay. Kind of missed the United States of America part there.
Since time immemorial, the Japanese were renowned warriors, stalwart, honorable, and bound by duty. However, the 20th century came, and proud descendants of Yamato State found themselves overshadowed by the world's superpowers, the United States and the British Empire. Striving to become their equal, the Empire of Japan began to amass military strength and quickly ran into a dire shortage of resources. It led to conquering the territories of China and Indochina. The United States and its allies were quick to react, condemning Japan as a warmonger and putting an embargo on all strategic resources imported by Japan. Hull's note was soon to follow, putting an ultimatum to the Japanese government: leave all newly conquered territories or suffocate due to a trade embargo. You, as Admiral Isoroku Yamamoto, the Commander-in-Chief of the Combined Fleet, have to carry out the Emperor's order and wage war against the United States and its allies in the Pacific Ocean. You understand that this is an insurmountable undertaking, as the enemy economic power is tenfold and its numeric advantage on the sea is too overwhelming. Yet none of it is a valid reason to forego your duty before His Majesty the Emperor and your country. Bound by honor, you come up with a desperate plan of how to equalize the
Okay, so again, the very end there cut out, how to equalize the forces. So I sort of want to play the US Pacific campaign, but a lot of people are already playing it. I don't really see too many streamers right now doing the Empire of Japan. And since I want people to be able to, just jump on the internet and look up the content that they want, I'm going to jump into the Empire of Japan Pacific campaign. However, I also kind of want to play these guys anyway, because I'm former U.S. Navy, and I don't know, it's kind of interesting to look at things from the other side of the perspective. So yeah, let's do that. Let's jump in. Storytelling, reasonable, challenging, insurmountable, custom. I think maybe we should go with challenging. That seems to be 100%, 100%. Unit reinforce. And reasonable is... So that makes the enemy a little bit weaker. I kind of want things to be on an even playing field, if you will. So we'll go challenging. I do love these cutscenes. They're really cool, except for the voice acting, but we'll just look past that.
Admiral Yamamoto, reporting the results of the exercises. All targets were hit. During the past few months, our pilots have improved the effectiveness of their torpedo attacks significantly.
Good. I will personally express our gratitude for their distinguished service.
Fighter pilots are asking for permission to use aerobatics during training flights and military exercises. Previously, we have forbidden such training due to a high mortality rate among pilots.
Permission granted. If the war breaks out and our pilots are ill-prepared, we will have many more deaths. They should train rigorously.
Yes, sir.
My, how beautiful the blossoming Sakura is. Do you not think so, Yamamoto? It has already started to blossom while our Navy is still resisting any decisive actions against the United States.
The Sakura blossom is magnificent indeed, but soon its flowers will fall. Would not the whole of Japan fall as well if we enter the hopeless war against the United States and Great Britain, Army Minister Tojo?
The Army is sworn to protect the Emperor, but without fuel we cannot perform our duty. Thus, we need to occupy Indochina and utilize its oil production.
That action will only worsen the situation. I am afraid, as of now, 80% of our fuel is imported from the U.S. If we invade Indochina, we will get a powerful enemy and still be left without fuel.
So what? Do we have to keep dancing to the Yankees' tune? Absolutely not! We cannot wait for their wretched pittance. We must take what is necessary to protect our Emperor and our homeland without paying attention to anyone else.
The Navy as a whole and myself personally stand firmly against the war with the United States. They will immediately be joined by Great Britain and the Netherlands. Their combined forces are too powerful.
Our samurai spirit and faith in the Emperor will help us overcome any foe.
I see it as a not well considered childishness. Only the personal command of the Emperor, whom I faithfully serve, will make me lead the Navy against the United States.
Well done. So the voice acting isn't that well done, but the spirit of the conversation is
French Indochina on July the 28th, 1941. In response, the U.S. government imposed trade sanctions on Japan, including the freezing of Japanese assets in the United States and an embargo of oil exports to Japan.
The whole note. It is preposterous. How many more insults do we have to endure? The Yankees want to keep us on a leash, put us in a doghouse, only to be fed their leftovers. This is equal to a declaration of war.
You have become a prime minister, General Tojo, but have not become more prudent. Did you really expect the United States to ignore our occupation of Indochina? A wise man will always find a way to avoid...
Admiral Yamamoto, can you not finally understand? If we succumb to the United States without a fight, we will surely become just one more state in the United States, and the Japanese nation will be lost forever. Whereas, if we accept the fight, uneven as it may be, then even if we lose, our descendants will be able to revive Japan and keep on living while holding their heads high.
It is not you who will be dying, General Tojo. It is Japanese youth.
If necessary, I am more than ready to give my own life for the Emperor, our country, and its future.
And who gave you the right to decide for the whole of Japan?
His Majesty the Emperor has decreed that we develop and execute an attack against the United States fleet in order to protect our interests in the Pacific Ocean.
I will comply with the Emperor's will. I expect that we will officially declare war on the U.S. right before the beginning of our attack. We must not dishonor our country in the whole world's eyes.
I think you have a point, Admiral. I will make sure to warn our diplomats.
Admiral Yamamoto, the Navy headquarters have devised a plan of attack on Pearl Harbor according to your instructions. Our first air fleet will annihilate the U.S. Pacific Fleet with one decisive blow.
I consider it my duty to remind you that I always consider this fancy plan of yours an unjustified gamble. We must proceed with time-tested methods, not some fantasies.
Time-tested methods are great if the opponents have equal strength. We, on the other hand, have to make a miracle for Japan to come out victorious after this war.
Aye, aye, Admiral.
Ogaki, please provide our diplomats with the exact timing of the upcoming attack. They have to make public our declaration of war before we begin the attack.
Consider it done.
Tomorrow I have to leave Tokyo together with my fleet. I cannot say where we are headed, but I won't be back for quite a while. I'm afraid that food shortages will soon begin all over Japan. With this, you will not starve.
Yamamoto-san is too kind to me. I will miss you so much. Please, write to me as often as you can. Your letters are always so wonderful.
I definitely will. You too should not forget your good old Yamamoto.
Alright, so we got the impossible war in front of us. We have to take on the...
From Prime Minister Tojo to Admiral Yamamoto. The die is cast. The great Japanese nation is going to war to protect its sovereign land and legitimate interests from this insidious enemy's assault. Japan has never confronted such a powerful and dangerous adversary as the USA. However, with the help of the gods, we'll carry out our plan. The samurai spirit and willingness to sacrifice will lead us to victory. The Emperor has entrusted you, Admiral Yamamoto, with the combined fleet, as you are the most dignified and skillful naval commander. The fleet is facing the task of great importance, and the fate of the nation depends on your command. Now you must deal a sudden, devastating blow to the enemy, which they will not be able to recover from. I order you to start the operation with full confidence in the power of the Imperial fleet and in the blessings of ancient spirits on your noble mission. Glory to the Emperor!
Admiral Chuichi Nagumo, commander of the task force speaking. We are now within striking distance from Pearl Harbor. No activity of the American fleet is detected. I request to clarify the tactical situation and the location of the targets utilizing the latest intelligence.
Great, Admiral Nagumo. Now my Chief of Staff, Admiral Matome Ugaki, will provide you with relevant data.
According to the provisionally adopted plan, we must defeat the forces of the U.S. Pacific Fleet, concentrated in Pearl Harbor, with a sudden and powerful blow from our carrier-based aircraft. At the same time as the airstrike, our submarines should secretly enter the harbor and torpedo the enemy ships. Unfortunately, both U.S. Pacific Fleet carriers left Pearl Harbor a few days ago. Their current location is unknown. However, according to the intelligence reports, the 8 battleships that constitute the U.S. fleet's essential strength are compactly concentrated in the eastern part of the harbor. In order to weaken the enemy's forces enough, we must sink at least 4 of them. Although it would be preferable to have all of them destroyed. Also, it is crucial to neutralize American aviation. It is an easy target now, as it is concentrated at the airfields. I suggest you bomb them before the majority of the enemy planes can get airborne. Besides ships and planes, the infrastructure must become our next goals. The enemy's northern, central, and southern oil storage facilities, the shipyard, and the power plant in Pearl City. I would like to stress again that Pearl Harbor must be struck suddenly and severely. We should not give the enemy a chance to recover and organize effective defense. There are radar systems in the north of Oahu. With the help of those, the enemy can see our forces from a distance. This has to be considered during the operation. That's all.
Well then, I command to start the attack. And may our ancestor spirits be with us.
Alright, so getting thrown into the deep end here. One of the most complex military attacks ever. And they've given me the cliff notes. Plus, I've never played this game before, so...
We bring the storm. Firestorm.
Where are those radar installations they were talking about? Those guys.
forces are comprised of both core and non-core units. Core units' strength indicator is green and round-shaped, and for non-core units it is yellow and hexagon-shaped. Non-core units are allocated for one mission only, while the core units will accompany you throughout the campaign. You'll be able to level them up and provide them with new equipment. These units are the ones which should be under your primary protection.
So what's the difference between the red and the next colored?
I'm sure you did reconnaissance before sending us there.
Nope.
What should be destroyed next?
D3A1 is a what type of...
Ammunition and fuel icons next to unit strength will allow you to quickly get important information about it. If the unit is still able to move during the current turn, the canister icon will be green. If it can no longer move, the icon will be gray. Likewise, the ammunition icon shows whether the unit is attacked this turn. If the unit is low on ammunition or fuel, the corresponding icon is yellow. It becomes red once the unit has run out of it completely.
Things are going to explode.
Things are going to explode, he says.
Our American friends have panicked. We are intercepting their messages. SOS. We have been attacked by the Japanese. Japanese aircraft have reached Oahu. And this is real. This is a Japanese attack.
Looks like those Japanese have ruined the Americans' day off.
Things are going to explode. Approaching.
We are the heart of the Imperial Navy, no matter what the battleships say.
Not getting an option to attack? Why not? Are these torpedo? These are torpedo bombers, so they're not going to do much.
Ships consist of various ship parts such as hull, engine, main gun, second gun, anti-aircraft gun, and others. Most of them have their own HP indicating their current state. When hull HP drops to 0, the ship is destroyed. Ship firepower depends on the current HP of each individual gun.
The Imperial fleet knows no defeat. With our aircraft, it is not necessary to come close to the enemy.
Be careful with the bombs.
Non-lethal damage, it says.
Tactical bombers are flying artillery and a great tool for wreaking havoc on any enemy troops, although you have to be careful of the anti-aircraft units Overwatch and fire support. By shelling the enemy airfield, you also damage aircraft units located there. Enemy aircraft are much easier to eliminate on the ground than in the air.
What should be destroyed next? Carrying bombs to enemy lines.
All systems operational.
Wonder what those red skulls mean. Is there a minefield out here? Oh, it's the range of that shore-mounted battery.
Aircraft carrier, or simply carrier, is a mobile floating airfield at your disposal. Each carrier can carry several aircraft units on board. You can see the exact carrier capacity in its combat parameters. It also has a huge storage of ammunition and fuel on board, which is used to refuel and rearm aircraft units upon landing, as well as for the carrier's own needs. Carriers are vulnerable and a high priority target for the enemy, thus they should be kept at a safe distance, attacking with their aircraft from afar. Yet they have powerful anti-aircraft guns which they can use to repel enemy air raids. If the carrier's flight deck has 0 HP left, or the carrier is on fire, the flight deck is no longer functional and aircraft cannot land or take off.
Let's lose some weight. There better be targets.
We carry the deadly arrows of the Emperor. Caution, the enemy may be nearby.
Zeros are fighters.
Carrier-based aircraft is different from ordinary aviation, as it can land and take off from carriers. It can resupply ammunition and fuel and restore its damage on board a carrier. It can also change its equipment while on a carrier. However, in order to be reinforced, it has to land at an airfield.
I wonder if I should completely blow those up or go after this airfield. Or this airfield.
Things are going to explode. Will there be fighters covering us?
All systems operational.
Fighter planes are vital for gaining air superiority. Keep your fighters close to allied aircraft you want to protect, and they will provide fire support. Fighters are able to attack ground targets, although with low efficiency. They can use the Overwatch breakthrough skill to counter enemy anti-aircraft fire and clear the way for tactical bombers.
I'm not getting any attack option here.
We are the fastest. No one can escape our fire.
Alright, well I guess you'll just be there in case something takes off.
Are there new orders from our godly emperor? We are the swarm. Always first.
The submarine is an invisible enemy unless it is detected via sonar. It can make powerful attacks with torpedoes and then instantly retreat to avoid detection. Torpedoes deal damage exclusively to ship hull, thus being a very effective tool to make quick work of damaging or destroying an enemy ship.
I wonder what the difference is between the red and the blue movement again, huh?
Imperial submarine here. Oh? How'd you see us? Where are your eyes, or our godly emperor? Ugh, I like rice, but could we eat something else for a change?
Oh wow, that's pretty cheesy.
I miss the fresh air. Exploring the area. Oh, I like rice, but could we eat something else for a change? Have you checked for escort ships?
The sky is like an ocean, and we are its sharks.
Be careful with the bombs. Explosions look like the rising sun. Good morning.
Damage is indicated with the numbers above the unit being attacked. For ground and aircraft units, there are two types of damage, lethal and non-lethal. Both lethal and non-lethal damage decrease the unit's strength. However, non-lethal damage at the same time increases the number of units damaged, which can later be restored. Naval units always receive only lethal damage, however they have multiple ship parts with their corresponding HP, thus damage against them is split. Ship parts except the hull are repaired over time by ship maintenance. Hull HP cannot be restored in any way during the operation.
Those bombs are heavy. Things are going to explode. Carrying bombs to enemy lines. Those bombs are quite dangerous, you know? Their days are numbered. Imperial Air Service. What should be destroyed next? Be careful with the bombs. The enemy's gonna have a tough time. Carrying bombs to enemy lines. Imperial Air Service. There better be targets. Let's lose some weight. Carrying bombs to enemy lines. Imperial Air Service. Explosions look like the rising sun. Good morning.
No damage, huh?
Carrying bombs to enemy lines. We bring death on our wings. Bombs away! In unity is our strength. Be careful with the bombs. Let's lose some weight. Here we come.
So it was kind of hard to bomb the airfields when we really didn't have many bombers, and the bombers we had didn't really do much damage to the airfields we hit.
We bring death on our wings. Bombs away! We have reduced the enemy numbers to 0.
A destroyer is an escort ship equipped with medium caliber naval guns, anti-aircraft guns, torpedoes, and anti-submarine depth charges. It is inferior to capital ships in terms of combat potential. However, it is able to detect enemy submarines with sonar and destroy them with depth charges. A destroyer also provides fire support versus air attacks. Use destroyers for reconnaissance, convoy escort, anti-submarine, and anti-aircraft warfare.
We serve faithfully. Entering the designated area. We serve faithfully. That area is under our control. Our strength is in numbers of dead enemies.
I believe I've moved everything. I don't feel like that was a very overwhelming first turn.
Aircraft unit has sustained heavy losses. You need to land it at an airfield within a supply zone for repairs.
Those bombs are heavy.
Those bombs, huh? There's more bombs?
We're going to send them our generous gifts.
Do I have unlimited bombs or do I have to reload? How do I know? Here we are.
Will there be fighters covering us? The weight of our bombs makes me feel more confident. Will there be fighters covering us? Imperial Air Service.
The warriors of the sky are at your command. Already there.
Those bombs are heavy. You can't hide from the blast waves. Here we come.
We deliver death with lightning speed.
The weight of our bombs makes me feel more confident. Poor souls. The weight of our bombs makes me feel more confident. Bombs, away! Approaching. The weight of our bombs makes me feel more confident.
Thought I already used you.
Will there be fighters covering us? Are we fully loaded? Things are going to explode.
We surpass pathetic Gaijins in everything.
Just a few moments and we'll be there. Imperial Air Service. Bombs, away! There better be targets. We bring death on our wings. The enemy's gonna have a tough time. Is someone observing that area?
Your aircraft is running out of fuel. In order to refuel, the aircraft has to land in an airfield within a supply zone. Carrier-based aviation can use carriers as an airfield.
Those bombs are heavy. We bring death on our wings. Their days are numbered. Is someone observing that area?
So this is pretty complex.
The weight of our bombs makes me feel more confident.
This is such a good idea. I feel like I could run out of fuel with these planes. Well, we'll see.
Explosions look like the rising sun. Good morning. Approaching. Be careful with the bombs. Bombs away. Carrying bombs to enemy lines.
We will not let the Emperor down.
Do you require assistance? Searching for the enemy.
Imperial submarine here.
We are the heart of the Imperial Navy, no matter what the battleships say. We are the heart of the Imperial Navy, no matter what the battleships say.
Your orders. Start the engine.
What should be destroyed next? Bombs away! There better be targets. Those bombs are quite dangerous, you know? Their days are numbered.
This is an enemy unit. Right-click on it for more information.
Up.
Who do you want me to kill?
If I don't move these guys, do they not use fuel? If they just sit there, do they... Well, why not? Let's do a turn and see if they don't use fuel.
Finally, some orders. Where are your eyes, or our godly emperor?
I will take no lethal damage. I will take lethal damage, the Clemson won't. Well, crap.
The sharks are waiting for them. Looking for a prey. Underwater silence makes me mad. No one will notice our approach. Too bad for them. Ha! Poor sailors. What's there? Oh? How'd you see us? Beneath the waves. Launch torpedoes! Ugh, I like rice, but could we eat something else for a change? I can't wait any longer. I can't wait any longer. Looking for a prey. They are going to see the bottom of the sea.
I think since I took the radar out, those guns are no longer an issue. Is my assumption.
Just show us the target.
Looks like they still are.
Enemy vessels are lurking nearby.
They are. Whoa! They must be.
Protectors of the fleet. Start the engine.
Do not underestimate us. Behind us is the rising sun. Ahead is eternal glory. It's a good day for a naval battle, isn't it?
Are we fully loaded? Approaching. Explosions look like the rising sun. Good morning. Carrying bombs to enemy lines.
Alright, I think I've moved everyone. I still haven't done any damage to the Ford Island airfield, nor any damage to this airfield down here.
Protectors of the fleet, moving carefully.
I miss the fresh air. beneath the waves. Silent and deadly.
It's one of our core units. I don't want to get him blown up.
Do you require assistance?
The Imperial fleet knows no defeat.
Alright, I think maybe we killed all the aircraft in that field.
We bring death on our wings.
What's all of the skulls? I guess there's danger now, huh?
Imperial Air Service.
Watch out, it's anti-aircraft overwatch fire. It is costly to attack enemy positions protected by anti-aircraft units. Try making a preliminary attack on the enemy anti-aircraft units to disable their overwatch ability before sending any aircraft squadrons to engage them.
Those bombs are quite dangerous, you know?
So I can't fly with him anymore?
A tactical bomber is here. Bombs away! Carrying bombs to enemy lines.
I miss the fresh air! I miss the fresh air.
How do I see his stuff? I feel like I need to repair him, but I don't... Here we are. Yeah, his engine is dead.
Exploring the area. Where are the sea wolves? Stop! Enemy dead ahead! Enemy spotted. What do we do?
Those bombs are quite dangerous, you know?
I can't wait any longer! Exploring the area.
we're going to send them our generous gifts.
They shot me again. What the devil is going on?
Attacks on targets covered by enemy anti-aircraft units can cost you the loss of aircraft.
Just a few moments, and we'll be there.
Well then, I feel like I'm really screwing up here. How am I possibly supposed to get all of this stuff done?
Those bombs are heavy.
I don't know it's there? How don't I know it's there?
Bow to the gifts of the Empire. Approaching. What should be destroyed next? Poor souls. Will there be fighters covering us?
It's gonna take a lot of turns to kill these anti-aircraft guns. In that time, don't have fighters in the air, I'm sure.
Are we fully loaded?
Wish I could change these frickin' torpedo bombers into actual bombers. There's so many things to target on land.
We bring death on our wings. The weight of our bombs makes me feel more confident.
Observing the horizon. Start the engine.
We have more guns than the entire enemy fleet, if you include aircraft.
Our strength is in numbers of dead enemies. That area is under our control.
We have more guns than the entire enemy fleet, if you include aircraft.
Those bombs are heavy. There better be targets.
So what, I can't fly back? I get shot at and it stops me?
Only a few bombs left. Prepare to disengage. Will there be fighters covering us? Are we fully loaded? Carrying bombs to enemy lines.
Seriously. It's gonna be impossible to get planes anywhere if they get stopped in mid-air. I don't like that mechanic.
Ugh, I like rice, but could we eat something else for a change? No one will notice our approach. Too bad for them. Launch torpedoes! Exploring the area. Finally, some orders. What's there? We We are coming for them! Beneath the waves.
Those bombs are quite dangerous, you know?
We will not let the Emperor down. With our aircraft, it is not necessary to come close to the enemy.
A tactical bomber is here. Is someone observing that area?
And stopped in midair again. Now I'm not gonna have enough fuel, I suppose, to get it back? Definitely don't like that mechanic. If I get shot on the way and take some damage, that's fine, but shots don't stop a plane in midair.
The weight of our bombs makes me feel more confident. Carrying bombs to enemy lines.
We surpass pathetic Gaijins in everything.
Imperial Air Service. Here we come.
We carry the deadly arrows of the Emperor.
Just a few moments, and we'll be there.
I need them off the deck so others can land if need be.
Protectors of the fleet. Our strength is in numbers of dead enemies. We will inform you if the enemy is ahead.
Do not underestimate us. I'm sure you did reconnaissance before sending us there.
I'm sure.
A tactical bomber is here. Here we come! Imperial Air Service. There better be targets. Only a few bombs left. Prepare to disengage. Poor souls. Only a few bombs left. Prepare to disengage.
Oh, now I can't move?
Only a few bombs left. Prepare to disengage. Will there be fighters covering us? A tactical bomber is here. Is someone observing that area?
This is redonkulous.
Only a few bombs left. Prepare to disengage. Will there be fighters covering us? There better be targets.
Whoa, I didn't mean to take off it. Well, I suppose that works.
A fighter here. With lightning speed. The sky is like an ocean, and we are its sharks.
A tactical bomber is here. Only a few bombs left. Prepare to disengage. Be careful with the bombs. Are we fully loaded? Carrying bombs to enemy lines. The weight of our bombs makes me feel more confident. There better be targets. Are we fully loaded? Fuel tanks are almost empty. Are we fully loaded?
Well, time for some planes to die, I suppose. I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Your ship is barely afloat. Its whole HP is extremely low. Any further damage is likely to be fatal. You should move the ship away from the front lines where it can wait for the end of the operation and much needed repairs.
Can we be friends with them? Guess not. No one will notice our approach. Too bad for them. I can't wait any longer. The sharks have found their prey. They are going to see the bottom of the sea. No one will notice our approach. Too bad for them. I'm still here. Looking for prey. Fixed on target. Beneath the waves. Where are the sea wolves? No one will notice our approach. Too bad for them. They won't escape our aim.
Be advised, 4 American battleships have been sunk.
Thank you for your great job, Admiral Nagumo. After losing half their battleships, the enemy fleet does not pose a big threat to us anymore.
Beneath the waves.
We surpass pathetic Gaijins in everything.
Wait, what? You stupid frickin' God! Why did you do that?
Protectors of the fleet. That area is under our control.
Do not underestimate us.
Are you gonna move in front of a gun too?
Imperial destroyer at your service. Checking that sector. Observing the horizon.
There needs to be a way to mark your path. If you can't move one turn at a time, then
We have more guns than the entire enemy fleet, if you include aircraft. Do not underestimate us.
Just show us the target. Protectors of the fleet.
Those bombs are quite dangerous, you know? Bow to the gifts of the Empire.
what the hell just shot at me?
Fuel tanks are almost empty. In unity is our strength.
This is just ridiculous.
Fuel tanks are almost empty. There better be targets. Fuel tanks are almost empty. Just a few moments and we'll be there.
We have more guns than the entire enemy fleet, if you include aircraft.
We bring death on our wings.
We surpass pathetic Gaijins in everything.
Those bombs are quite dangerous, you know? Is someone observing that area?
We are the Sea Wolves! We are ready to sink their ships! Underwater silence makes me mad.
Only a few bombs left. Prepare to disengage. Carrying bombs to enemy lines.
There has to be some way to fly back to base without getting stun locked by anti-air.
We will not let the Emperor down.
I'm in position.
fuel tanks are almost empty.
Just show us the target. Protectors of the fleet.
We will not let the Emperor down. I hope the sacred spirits will bestow their blessings on us. We surpass pathetic Gaijins in everything. Caution, the enemy may be nearby.
Those bombs are quite dangerous, you know? The enemy's gonna have a tough time. Will there be fighters covering us? Only a few bombs left. Prepare to disengage.
All right, I'm quite frustrated right now with how the AA works in this game. That I feel like completely restarting, because this has been some massive BS and I had no idea I was gonna... Yeah,
From Prime Minister Tojo to Admiral Yamamoto.